A tsundere is a character in anime that acts loud and often violent towards their love interest. Generally, we see this character trope in shonen anime, a type of anime that is adapted from a manga from the magazine in Japan called Shonen Jump. This magazine is targeted towards males in their late teens. In anime, we see many stereotypical representations of typically female characters. Dere comes from the Japanese word dere, which means lovable or in love. So when we see a hot-headed girl who beats up on the guy she loves, we call her a tsundere. Tsun is an onomatopoeia in Japanese, referring to the sound of a person sticking their nose in the air. Tsun means someone who is emotionally cold or blunt or curt. Let's go over some examples and explain some other common dere types too. By the way, subscribe to my channel for more anime content. The most popular example of a tsundere is Misty from Pokemon. You see, she always hits Ash over the head and is quite brutal to him, but deep down she really does admire and respect him. Another example is Kaname Chidori from Full Metal Panic. I did a video last year about the show, so click in the top right to see that. Kaname is the clearest example of a tsundere. She pretty much hits Sosuke each episode of the anime, and early on, it's easy to see that she likes him romantically. But we do have more dere types in anime, so let's move on to the next one. A yandere is a character who, well, let's assume we're talking about female characters for now, is usually sick with love. That first part, yan, means to be sick. So a yandere will be so enthralled with her love interest that she will attack anyone who dares to harm her lover. A classic example is Misa Misa from Death Note. She loves the main character, Light Yagami, so much that she will do anything for him, even committing murder. Other examples include Nagatoro from Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, Himiko Toga from My Hero Academia, and Misaka from Attack on Titan. Next up, we have a Kuudere who acts cool and unemotional at first, but she warms up and becomes sweet later on in the series. Ku means cool in Japanese, so the classic example is Rei Ayanami from Neon Genesis Evangelion. Other iterations of the trope include Boa Hancock from One Piece and Satsuki Kiryuin from Kill la Kill. Finally, we have the Dandere. A Dandere acts antisocial and doesn't talk to anyone until the right person comes along. Dan comes from the Japanese word danmari, which means silence. So this character will be utterly indifferent to the entire population of the earth until that special someone shows up. Popular danderes are Hinata Hyuga from Naruto, Sawaka Kuronuma from the anime From Me to You, which by the way is getting a live action Netflix show soon. While all of these anime tropes are essentially created to classify an archetype of anime character, these words help summarize what the person in the story is supposed to do. Usually it is good to stay away from writing characters that can easily fit into a box, but manga writers have gone beyond the classic stereotypes and begun to comment on the tropes while in the act of writing the manga itself. An example would be the isekai anime Uncle from Another World, where the main character states that his uncle was in fact adventuring with a tsundere character. It was such a funny scene because I wasn't expecting a show to comment on its own medium, breaking the fourth wall like that. The dere types are fun to talk about and discuss, and there are actually way too many deres for me to go over in just one video. Ultimately, fictional works will always use stereotypes because they're easy to understand, especially if they are popular in other works of fiction. For now, let's just enjoy anime and try not to put arbitrary boxes around these beloved characters. That's all for now. This is Eagle-Eyed Samurai signing off.